Philadelphia Eagles at Washington Commanders. Philly is legit this year. Uh, I know I made some statements about with my brother about how a legitimate quarterback, the best quarterbacks are uh, the generals on the field, the soldiers on the field, the leader, the guy that can manage the game and has a good mind of how the game football works. Uh, Jalen Hurts isn't really one of those quarterbacks. But like I said, I think the second best option for an offense is to have a mobile quarterback like Hurts or even a Mahomes. He's mobile enough. When Mahomes runs, he looks like he knows how to run with the ball. He's not fast, but he'll make enough moves and then get out of bounds. He takes enough hits to where he's tough. Jalen Hurts is more of a scrambling quarterback, but look at these weapons around him. He's got Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown all going off this year. I know it's just the Washington Commanders, but the Commanders played. They beat the Lions, and then they played hard week 2 as well. So I don't think it was an easy as win as people may say. It was in Washington, where the poop is leaking from the stadium, as Pat McAfee would say. They probably need to get a new stadium at some point. I I think that's one of the worst run franchises, obviously. But back to the game, I just think the Eagles' offense is a lot like the Dolphins' offense, where it doesn't really as long as your quarterback is solid, your receivers are going to get you out of everything. If you have a number one receiver at 1 and 2, they can bail you out of a lot of things, and it's going to make all your other guys look great. Philly's defense, like I said in the draft, they drafted Nakobe Dean, a linebacker out of Georgia, and Jordan Davis, the D tackle out of Georgia. One of the only true nose tackles. He has the potential to be like a Vita Vea. Uh, and Nakobe Dean, he seems like he plays like a Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly kind of like all over the field. So I think their defense has a lot of upside that will probably carry them deep into the playoffs. Um, I love when Jalen Hurts has to put the offense on his back. He makes a run, and that's what a scrambling quarterback should do. They shouldn't just be running when just to run. They gotta run when they gotta make a play. They gotta win the game, or if their receivers aren't showing up or whatever, he'll make a play. He's fast enough. Miles Sanders is a good enough, quick enough back to make an impact because the attention solely isn't on him. Last year they had Devontae Smith and Miles Sanders, and that was it. And Sanders got stuffed quite a bit last year. He had a decent games last year, but he got stuffed for the most part. This year he looks like a lot better. He has a lot more space to run. I think that the Eagles could easily be NFC favorites at this point. Uh, as for the Commanders, I Carson Wentz is kind of doing the same thing he did last year. He up and down, up and down. Will show you that he has potential to be an amazing quarterback, but show you how haywire his throws will go in a matter of minutes, matter of weeks. Uh, so I think the Eagles will easily take the division. I see them getting at least 11 wins this year. Uh, and who can stop them in the NFC at this point? I mean, the NFC isn't the same as last year. There's a lot of new teams, and I think that the Eagles' offense is going to be pretty unstoppable.